Hi YouTube, it's Evan. Tonight's video is going to be very simple. It's just going to be different ways you can protect yourself from evil, protect your home, protect yourself, protect your child, protect your animals, even ways to protect yourself while you're traveling in the car. So really quick, let's just talk about some different forms of protection. You have, of course, the physical protection away from, physical violence or psychic attacks, things like that, and then you have mental protection, also for psychic abilities, people who are trying to use their psychic abilities to invade your mind or to suck your energy, or even evil or dark entities as well. So yeah, I'm just going to tell you guys different ways you can kind of protect yourself, prevent it, and if it does happen to you, then you can perhaps fix it. So the first and most common way that you can protect yourself and your home is to make a sand trap. Those of you who do not know what a sand trap is, it's very, very simple. All you have to do is have a little glass jar. It can really be a baby food jar. It isn't full of sand, but some pretty incense I made. Anyway, just get a little tiny jar. Fill it with sand. Now, the way I like to do it is I like to do a layer of sand, then a layer of salt, then a layer of sand, and a layer of salt, all the way to the top. And sand is really good because it's so finely milled and it's so small that it's said to, keep from the evil energy from escaping. The salt is good for protection as well as purification as well, which is why I kind of layer it in that fashion. And what you do is you can make a multitude of these, or you can just make a few or just one, and you put them in your windows. And the reason you put them in the windows is windows are kind of like gateways. Things constantly come and go through portals, if you will, and windows are considered a portal. So you put a little sand trap in the window, and anything that's evil that's trying to come in will be stopped and be trapped in the sand trap. You can keep these or you can renew these. I like to renew mine about every 90 days or so if I have the equipment. And the way I dispose of the sand and salt that was in the bottle, all the negative energy, is I take it to the creek that runs down the street, and I pour it in the creek. Water purifies as well as cleanses, and it also releases those energies in a positive cleansing manner. So that's one way you can do it. Another way you can do it is just by simply getting a piece of paper from a notebook. It can be this size, it can be this size, or it can be like a full sheet of paper. And all you do is on the piece of paper is you write, "No evil will enter here. All evil that is here will be released from here on out. I am protected." And then you write down everyone in your family who lives with you, who you wish to protect. And then you also add at the end, "Whatever evil you send to me will be sent back." And you can place this under your front doormat. You can place this, again, in your windows or on your back door, things like that. And that will also kind of, anybody who's said to be bringing evil to you or negativity cannot enter your home. Basically, this will kind of, they'll kind of take a step back and be like, actually on second thought. And, that's also another way you can find out who your real friends are too. What's another good way to protect yourself from evil? Another good way is you can, of course, have a dream catcher. Dream catchers are really, really good if you want to protect yourself from bad dreams. They are said to not only protect yourself from bad dreams, but they also kind of take those negative energies and entities and they kind of help release them. And those go above your bed. For those of you who don't know, I have one, that yellow one, right there. So so that's another way you can kind of help protect yourself. That's a good, but I highly recommend dream catchers, especially if you astral project quite a bit, or if you do any kind of like psychic work or psychic healing. I definitely, that's why I have my dream catcher in a keychain form, because I used to carry it with me all the time before it actually broke, so I had to put it on my altar. But yeah, and it's amazing. Another way you can protect children is you can make a little mojo sash. I've showed you guys before how to make a protection mojo bag. You can use all those same ingredients. If you want to, instead of adding the red rose, you can add blue, because blue roses, as you guys have seen from my Herb Saturday video, are connected to children. So you can add some of those and hang it above the child's bed, or you can even, you can put it in your child's backpack on their way to school, things like that, just to kind of protect them. And another, you can do the same thing for your car too. Like if you're traveling in your car, if you're always driving. For example, I drive quite a bit for my job. I'm not a super commuter by any means, but I definitely do a lot of driving for my job. So I did make a little travel protection mojo bag, and what I used cedar chips, patchouli, lemon, eucalyptus, white willow chips, and some amber resin. And I put that all in a little mojo bag and hung that up in my rearview mirror. So, and I can honestly say that I have literally escaped death twice, having that thing in my car twice, 2 different times. Both times were not my fault. Both times were from the fault of other people. So, news for you, if you don't live in the United States, if you decide to come here for whatever reason, be very, very wary of driving. People in the United States are not fond of turn signals, and they do not fully stop at stop signs. So watch for that if you're traveling here. Really watch for it. Okay, what else? What's another good way to protect yourself? Another way is you can use, this is more of like a hoodoo thing, but you can, bricks, red bricks from building houses. You can bless it and you can kind of make it into a really fine powder, and you can lay it, like sprinkle a little bit of it on your door, underneath your door. So again, like the paper with the evil I was just talking about, people who try to cross it, who mean bad or negativity towards you, will not be able to cross that line of brick dust. And if you don't have brick dust, you can use sea salt or Himalayan pink salt or table salt, salt in general. So that's another thing you can do. What else? I feel like there is something else. Another thing you can do. Lodestones. I don't know if you guys can even see it. Lodestones are magnetic stones, and you can carry them with you, and they are said to that if you carry lodestones with you to kind of trap negativity that's either attached to you in the daytime or that's kind of following you about, and then you come home and of course you cleanse it under the moonlight, or you can pass it through fire or smoke or salt water or however you cleanse your gems, and that's another way you can do it. Another stone you can use is just simply a piece of quartz. I don't know if you guys can see it, but a piece of clear quartz like this, you hold it, and I like this in particular because the top of it kind of has like a spot I can like perfectly rub with my thumb, and I do keep this in my pocket, and I kind of rub it, and I instantly feel like everything's going to be okay. Take a deep breath. I'm fine. The situation's fine. Everything's working out. So yeah, definitely holding stones is really good too. So yeah, that concludes this video. I hope you guys learned different ways to protect yourself from evil and from harm's way. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and comment below if you have any other interesting, cool ways you can protect yourself I haven't mentioned, or what ways you personally use to protect yourself, or ways you've heard of. So yeah, until then, I wish you all lots of light, love, and blessings, and I will see you next time. Bye!